I need to ask you something. When was the last time you took a daring leap? Not something cautious, not something predictable, but something that set your pulse racing. Something that screamed, I'm alive, and I won't settle for less. Because here's the reality. Life doesn't celebrate the cautious, doesn't award medals to the fearful, doesn't honor the complacent. No, life celebrates the daring. Those who step up when others retreat, who speak out when quiet feels easier, who act even when the outcome's unclear. We've been taught to pause, to wait for approval, to wait for the ideal moment, to wait until we're certain. But bold people don't wait. They act, they ask, they try, they start. And because they start, they succeed. So, if you've been holding back on a vision, hesitating to pursue a goal, expecting life to swing the door wide, this is your wake-up call. Boldness is the key, and the best part? You don't need to be fearless, just willing. You don't need to be flawless, just engaged. Because life doesn't seek perfection, it seeks courage. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you why the bold thrive, the bold flourish, and the bold live with fewer regrets. By the end, you won't just grasp the strength of boldness, you'll feel it deep in your core. Let's dive in. Boldness is a choice, not a gift. Let me make this clear right away. Boldness isn't something you're born with, not etched into your DNA, not a trait reserved for the fortunate few. Boldness is a decision, plain and simple. You don't need to feel bold to act bold. You just need to choose to. I've met people from all walks of life, timid, reserved, careful, and yet, some of them became bold. Why? Because they made a choice. They hit a moment where they said, no more stalling, no more delays. And they moved forward, not because they were fearless, not because they were sure, but because they were done letting fear hold them back. You might think, I'm not bold, that's just not me. But I'd say it doesn't matter who you were. What matters is who you choose to be. Life doesn't demand you be loud or showy. It only asks that you show up with courage. Boldness is courage in action. Picture this. Every day, you face a crossroads. One path is safe, known. The other is uncertain, risky, but it leads to growth, to new horizons, new strengths, new rewards. Boldness always picks the path of growth. It doesn't wait for a clear road. It moves even when the climb is steep. The essence of boldness isn't in being loud, it's in being clear. It's the voice that says, I may not know it all, but I won't stay stuck. It's the step that says, I'm scared, but I'll take it anyway. That's boldness, and it starts the moment you choose. Not tomorrow, but today. I used to believe confidence came first, that you needed to feel brave before acting. But that's backward. Confidence isn't the spark, it's the reward. You act, then confidence arrives. You speak, then your voice strengthens. You try, then belief takes root. So don't wait for confidence or certainty. Just move, and boldness will follow. Like any skill, boldness can be developed. It's a muscle you strengthen with daily use. Start small, speak up in a meeting, share your idea, make that call, apply for something you're not fully ready for, say what needs saying. Each bold act builds that muscle. Each step forward grows your courage. The more you do it, the easier it gets, not because life simplifies, but because you grow stronger. I've met people who waited a decade for clarity, for the right time, for readiness. Here's my advice, don't wait. You're the right person, now's the right time. And boldness is the right choice. Because life doesn't reward the timid, it rewards those who go first, who knock, who step up, who start despite fear. So here's my challenge. If you want a bold life, if you want the rewards of courage, action, and growth, you must decide, not wish, not hope, not overplan, just decide. Say it now. Today, I choose boldness. Let that choice guide your steps. Because when you embrace boldness, life opens doors. Let's talk about fear. It's the signal, not the barrier. Fear is something we all face, something that stops more people than failure ever could. But here's a new perspective. Fear isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's not a stop sign, not a signal to quit. It's a sign you're nearing something big, entering uncharted territory, touching something that matters. Fear is energy, and that energy can either propel you or paralyze you. The difference lies in how you interpret it. Most see fear as a warning to retreat. But what if it means you're on the right track, growing, stepping into something larger? Fear shows you're not stagnant anymore. You might ask, what if I fail? My answer, So what? Failure isn't the worst outcome. Staying unchanged is. Not growing, not trying, not discovering your potential. That's the real loss. Don't let fear rob you of your future or convince you safety trumps progress. You weren't made to live in fear. You were made to conquer it. Fear isn't the enemy. It's your guide. It points to what matters, to the conversation you need to have, the action you must take, the risk worth considering. It points to the next level of your life. Most importantly, fear is where growth lives. No fear, no stretch. No stretch, no progress. No progress, no reward. When was the last time you did something that scared you just a bit? That quickened your pulse. That's where boldness thrives, where breakthroughs wait. You'll never find them by dodging fear. So face it, embrace it, move through it, because beyond fear lies freedom. Courage doesn't mean fear vanishes. It means acting despite it, with trembling hands, with doubts, with uncertainty. That's the secret. Bold people feel fear, but they've decided fear won't call the shots. Here's a tip. When fear appears, ask what it's guarding. Often, it's protecting your ego, your comfort, your image, things that won't lead you where you want to go. Fear tries to keep you safe, but safe doesn't build dreams. So use fear as a signal it's time to grow, to risk, to step forward. Ask yourself, is this fear shielding me from harm or holding me back from growth? If it's just discomfort, push through. Fear wants to keep you small, but your purpose pulls you forward. Only one can win. Decide now. Fear is no longer your stop sign. It's your starting line. It's not a reason to pause. It's your cue to move. You may not be fearless, but you can be faithful to your potential. Your future, the choice you made to be bold. Let fear speak, but don't let it decide. You take the step, because beyond fear lies everything you've dreamed of. Let's address criticism. It stops more people than fear itself. The fear of judgment, of ridicule, of what will they say. But here's the truth. You'll never earn true praise without facing real criticism. Everyone craves applause, but few embrace the risk that precedes it. Approval comes at a cost: exposure, effort, courage, showing up even when no one cheers. If you spend your life avoiding criticism, you'll also avoid growth, impact, and meaningful success. Why? Because everything worthwhile demands someone brave enough to say, "Criticize me if you must, but I won't shrink to please you." Here's a truth. Only those doing nothing escape criticism. The moment you act, you invite opinions, mostly from those on the sidelines, who never risked, never built, who want you to stay small. Don't let them win. When someone asks, "What will they think?" I ask, who are they and what have they achieved? What are they risking? Critics are cheap. Action is costly. That's why so few choose it. But those who do, those who step into the spotlight, speak up, create, lead, they earn the praise. You can't stay invisible and be seen. Please everyone and fulfill your purpose. Or keep all happy and make a difference. You must choose comfort or impact. That choice shapes your life. Criticism stings, it hurts, it can steal your breath. But bold people keep moving. They don't let a jab define them or surrender their vision. Because someone scoffed, success comes with resistance. So expect it, prepare for it, and decide you're willing to bear it. The price of progress is resistance. The reward is respect. Most admire boldness after the fact, but first, they question or mock it. Don't dilute yourself to fit in with people who don't share your vision. Speak, act, lead. The world may not applaud at first, but stay bold, stay true. And those who once doubted may one day admire you. Are you willing to be misjudged now to be respected later? To be seen so you can lead? If yes, you're on the bold path, the path to legacy. Praise isn't free, it's earned through action, rejection, and staying bold despite discomfort. Risk the criticism, because on the other side is a life well lived. Fortune favors the initiator, the one who acts first, who doesn't just watch but dives in, who doesn't wait but starts. That's the initiator, and here's the rule. Fortune favors them. Not the planner, not the dreamer, not the perfectionist. It rewards the one who begins. You're not paid for intentions, but for actions. Not for ideas, but for what you do with them. You don't grow stronger by reading about effort. You grow by doing it. Initiators know this. So they don't wait for permission or an invitation. They create the opportunity. Some say, "I'm waiting for the right time." But the right time is a myth. Wait too long, and the moment passes. Opportunity doesn't wait for perfection. It moves. And those who move with it win. The initiator says, "Let's go. Let's try. I'll start now." Worried about mistakes? You'll learn, adjust, grow. Motion creates momentum, and momentum attracts opportunity. People follow initiators because leadership isn't waiting, it's starting. Write this down. The one who starts the conversation shapes it. In business, relationships, life, the one who initiates sets the tone. You don't need to dominate, just engage. The world respects action, notices those who step up first, opens doors for those who knock. Initiators aren't always certain or prepared, but they act anyway, learning as they go, growing through motion. Because they move first, they often reap the rewards first: the meeting, the mentor, the moment. Most miss opportunities waiting to be chosen: for a job, a team, success. Initiators choose themselves. They start the project, launch the idea, take the risk. While others wait for signals, they become the signal. You don't need permission to act, approval to begin, or applause to move. You need one thing: the choice to start. That's what separates achievers from dreamers, builders from talkers. What have you delayed, overthought, put off? Don't wait for a green light. Give it to yourself. Start. Act. Because fortune follows the proactive. And those who move meet opportunity halfway. Life opens for those who open the door. So knock, push, step in. Fortune favors the initiator. Comfort zones are costly. They don't keep you safe. They keep you small. They feel secure, look stable, seem sensible. But they're expensive, not in money, but in potential, growth. Dreams left untouched, skills never honed, connections never made. The life you could have lived, but didn't because staying put felt easier. You settle into a routine where nothing challenges or stretches you. At first, it feels wise, but over time, it narrows your world. Comfort zones limit possibility, ambition, your very spirit. They're prisons disguised as peace, with no bars but plenty of boundaries, locking away your potential. The longer you stay, the steeper the price. The cost? Lost growth, missed chances, wasted time. You can't reclaim that. Every year spent comfortable is a year you could have been extraordinary. Rest is fine. We all need it. But a comfort zone isn't rest. It's retreat. Retreat from risk, responsibility, reward. It's trading progress for predictability. And success never finds the one who retreats. It finds the one who advances, even if the path is unclear or daunting. The good news? You don't need to escape your comfort zone in one leap. Just stretch. Growth lies just beyond the familiar, just past your routine. That's where the magic happens. Want a fuller life? Reach a bit further, try something new, meet someone different, learn something unfamiliar. Say yes to what scares you slightly. Each stretch expands your comfort zone. And with it, your life, new opportunities, skills, confidence. They all wait beyond comfort. Growth and comfort don't coexist. Growth demands discomfort, effort, courage, the price of progress. It's cheaper than staying stuck. Comfort zones cost you the bold, strong, meaningful life. Don't overpay for safety when you crave significance. Your comfort zone isn't home, it's a pit stop. You weren't born to rest forever. You were born to rise, reach, expand, stretch, step out, get uncomfortable. Because outside that zone is the life you were meant to live. Your words shape your world. It took me years to realize this. Your words aren't just noise, they're seeds. Every time you speak, you plant belief or doubt, action or hesitation, direction or confusion. Words shape how you think, how others see you, and ultimately, your reality. Bold people speak boldly, not carelessly, not arrogantly, but with clarity, intention, courage. They know what you say reflects what you believe, and what you believe determines your path. How are you using your words? Are they building your future or undermining it? Are they nurturing your dreams or poisoning them? People trust you as much as you trust yourself. If your words waver, others doubt you. But if you speak with conviction, purpose, clarity, they listen. And more importantly, you start to believe in yourself. Bold speech isn't about being loud, it's about alignment. Ensuring your words match your vision, purpose, values. When they do, you become unstoppable. You must speak boldly to others, but even more to yourself. What do you say when no one's listening? Those words are louder than any external voice. If you tell yourself, I can't, I'm not ready, I'll fail, you're wiring yourself for hesitation. But if you say, I can learn, I can grow, I can figure this out, you're building confidence from within. It's not just mindset, it's leadership. Your words set the tone, create culture, move people. Want to lead? Speak like a leader, speak from vision. Principle, courage, even when the truth is tough. People may not agree, but they'll respect your conviction. You don't need perfect eloquence or someone else's voice, just mean what you say and say it like it matters. Words spark wars, launch movements, transform lives. Never underestimate your voice. From today, stop talking yourself out of your potential. Stop hiding behind maybe when you mean yes. Someday when you mean now, speak boldly. Declare your goals, stand by your values. Use words that reflect the life you want. Change your words, and you change your future. Your voice isn't just sound, it's strategy. Use it wisely. Boldness builds confidence, not the other way around. There's a myth that you need to feel confident before acting, that you must be certain, ready. Wrong. Boldness comes first, confidence follows. You don't gain confidence by waiting, you gain it by doing. People say, I'm not confident enough to try. Of course not, you haven't earned it. Yet confidence comes from action, effort, experience. Take the step, speak up, do the thing. And confidence arrives after, not before. It's like the gym. You don't get strong by thinking about weights, you get strong by lifting. At first it's awkward, unsteady, but with time strength builds, form improves, confidence grows. Why? Because you acted. Boldness is borrowed confidence, you act despite doubt. Speak despite uncertainty. Borrowing courage from your future self, each bold move says, I may not be ready, but I'm willing. That willingness builds belief. Act first, and confidence catches up. Most wait for confidence like a delivery, but it's not shipped, it's built. You go first. Bold people don't have fewer fears, they just don't let fear decide. They know clarity comes from action, certainty from repetition, power from presence, all born through boldness. Want to communicate better? Speak more. Want to make better decisions? Decide more. Want to believe in yourself? Do what you avoid. That's the formula. Tackle discomfort until it's familiar. Soon, fear quiets, your voice strengthens. Your inner critic weakens because your inner proof grows. Confidence isn't born from perfection, it's born from evidence. The more you prove you can handle discomfort, start before you're ready, face what you fear, the stronger your confidence becomes. Don't wait for confidence, build it through action, effort, boldness, especially when it's tough. Boldness isn't the result of confidence, it's the path to it. Don't wait to feel ready. Ready is the result. Confidence the reward, boldness the bridge. Take the step, even if it's shaky, even if your voice trembles. Move, try, speak. With every bold act, you become someone you trust. The bold live with fewer regrets. Here's a truth to carry forever, later in life. You won't be fearless, but you can be regret-free. That's the trade-off. Not a life without mistakes or failures, but a life without the ache of, I wish I had. At the end, what stings most isn't what you tried and lost. It's what you never tried. Regret comes from hesitation, from delaying when you knew you should act, from holding back when you felt the pull to step up. Regret whispers, I could have spoken, I should have tried, that was my moment. And I let it pass. Those moments linger. But boldness brings peace, clarity, even if things don't go as planned. You know you gave your all, you showed up, you leaned in. That certainty keeps regret at bay. Boldness doesn't guarantee success, but it ensures you won't wonder what if. You won't question how far you could have gone or carry the burden of untapped potential, because you used it, you stepped into it. Even if you stumbled, you tried, and there's honor in that. What's one thing you wish you'd done sooner? A conversation, a risk, an opportunity? What held you back? Usually, it's fear of failure, judgment, change. But failure is fleeting, judgment fades, change fuels growth. Regret, though, it clings, it lingers, it haunts when it's too late to fix. Bold people act now to avoid what if later. They know it's better to face the discomfort of effort than the pain of regret. Better to fail, trying than to wonder if you could have succeeded. Regret outweighs fear. Fear is light, regret is heavy. Fear passes. Regret can last a lifetime. Don't aim for a risk-free life, aim for a regret-free one. You have a voice, use it. An idea, share it. A calling, answer it. If it scares you good, it matters. Say what needs saying, do what needs doing. Be who you're meant to be, nothing hurts. More than watching a bold life from the sidelines. Boldness won't make you perfect, but it'll make you proud, not for always winning, but for showing up one day. You'll look back not with regret, but with peace. Knowing you lived, tried, risked, spoke, acted, were bold, and that made all the difference. Boldness is the fast track to growth. Here's a powerful truth. Boldness, not talent. Not smarts, not perfect timing, is the shortcut to growth. When you act boldly, you step into feedback, into motion, and growth lives in motion. Many think growth comes with time. That waiting makes you better. But time alone isn't enough. Growth happens when you engage, try, test, fail, forward. Boldness kickstarts that process, moving you from theory to experience, from knowing to becoming. It's the accelerator delivering real data, revealing gaps, showing what works and what doesn't. That's how you group, not by waiting in silence, but by stepping into the arena. Want to communicate better? Speak up. Share ideas, record that video, make the call. That's when growth begins. Boldness triggers feedback, and feedback fuels growth. Life doesn't grow you in the shadows, it grows you in the challenge, the stretch zone, not the safe zone. Boldness unlocks that zone. Don't mistake boldness for recklessness. I'm not saying act without thought. I'm saying don't think so long you never act. There's a line between preparation and procrastination. Boldness says plan, then move. Motion builds momentum, and momentum creates breakthroughs. Want to grow faster? Start before you're ready. Try before it's perfect. Raise your hand, even if unsure. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Done beats perfect action. Beats theory. Boldness beats delay. Bold people grow faster because they fail more, they try more. Each failure teaches. Each risk brings rewards, even if unexpected. They treat failure like tuition, every misstep a step forward if they learn. The bold don't wait for growth, they pursue it. Say yes even when unsure, because growth doesn't precede boldness, it follows it. Want to be more? Do more. Want to lead better? Lead now. Want to succeed faster? Start now. Boldness isn't a luxury, it's a lever stretching you, revealing who you can become. Stop waiting for readiness or fear to fade, choose boldness. And you don't just speed success, you accelerate growth. Your boldness inspires others. Here's something profound. Someone's waiting for your boldness. You thought it was just for you to grow, achieve, advance, but it's bigger. Your boldness isn't just personal, it's purposeful. Every bold act gives someone else permission to act. You become a beacon, a spark, a catalyst. People don't follow words, they follow courage. The one who speaks first, steps first, shows what's possible. Someone's watching you, maybe silently. Your moves, your choices, your boldness or hesitation. You're setting the tone. Are you teaching them to pause or to act, to play safe or take risks, to shrink or rise? You don't need fame to lead, a stage to inspire, just the willingness to go first. That's leadership, not a title, but the choice to move before others do. That's what people follow. What if you became the bold one in the room, the one who breaks the silence, brings the energy, takes charge, says, let's do this? Every room needs someone to start. Why not you? People remember those who bring change, conviction, courage. The bold one becomes the example, the reason someone thinks, if they can, maybe I can. That's a legacy worth building. Your bold choice might inspire your kids, shift your community, open doors for someone you'll never meet. You don't need to be perfect, just present, alive, bold. The world has plenty of noise, but little leadership. Many opinions, but scarce courage. That's why boldness shines. It's rare, real, needed. Step up, not just for your success, but for someone else's future. The world doesn't need more followers, it needs bold leaders. Not louder or perfect, but authentic, willing to begin. Be the spark, the example, the bold one others need. Because someone's breakthrough might start with your bold move. The rewards await, stop hesitating. We've covered fear, courage, growth, leadership, regret. But it boils down to this. The rewards are out there, so stop waiting. That dream you've shelved, that choice you've delayed, that voice you've silenced, it's time. No more. Someday, it's not a date on the calendar, and it's not promised. The opportunities, connections, breakthroughs, clarity, transformation, they're real. But they belong to those who move, not those who pause. Life responds to action. Act boldly, and doors open, not always instantly, but steadily. People notice, opportunities arise, confidence grows. But none of that happens if you're trapped in hesitation. Hesitation is the enemy of greatness, masquerading as caution or wisdom. Most often, it's just fear in disguise. So here's the call. Become a person of action, not reaction. Decision, not delay. Be the one who steps up, speaks first, moves first. You don't need perfection, just presence and willingness. You've heard the lessons, felt the pull, now it's on you. Boldness isn't borrowed, it's chosen, daily, in every part of life. Choose it consistently, and you'll live a life few ever experience, one of meaning, momentum, purpose. Fear will whisper again, that's okay, just don't let it steer. You'll feel unsure, good, act anyway. Choices will challenge you, perfect, that's where growth lives. When you act boldly, even when it's hard, you prove to yourself, I'm not hesitating, I'm living with purpose. Everything you want is waiting, not years away, but just beyond boldness. Make the call, take the step, say the words, start the thing. Life always rewards the bold. Now go live like it.